I'm dying to hear, since you've hinted at that, your personal story of transformation. You mentioned that you used to be all about achievement and just go, 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 and you weren't as comfortable and natural in the networking environment. What happened between you then and you now? What was your journey like?
You know, my journey starts even before that, and I'll share with you that there's addiction in my past, and in that state of addiction, when you say that you've always had mentors, I'd like to share with anyone listening or watching, I have not always had mentors. Well, I take that back. We all always have someone or something influencing us, but maybe it's not a positive influence.
Yes.
So people can mentor you in a very negative way too. I don't know how we would define the difference between mentoring that's good and mentoring that's bad. But anywho, there has been a time in my life when the people in my life were not so positive and they were not so uplifting. And, we were all in the throes of something other than going to seminars and reading the right book and having talks about growth and inspiration and goal setting. So first of all, there was a big shift in who I was hanging out with and why I was hanging out with them, if you get my drift.
Yeah.
And from that place, there came a time where I just had to void myself of anyone and everything, because the people that I had been associated with in their own way were that whatever they were doing is fine. It's not about them. I came to a place where I said, you know what? No more for me. No more for me. Totally alone. Totally alone. Sometimes the best friends to have are no friends to have, if that's all the kind of
Wow.
friends you have.
You've had to go through this desert time where you left everything
Oh,
behind and you wandered alone, right?
and I, there have been times in my life where, oh, poor me, I didn't have any friends and all that. But the thing is, that was a beautiful time of growth, because every time you have to have a breakdown to have a breakthrough,
Yes.
right? And so that was a really good breakdown, really good breakdown, really good breakdown. And so I think that when I came out of that desert, as you put it, that when I came out on the other side of it, even though I had left behind all of that negative lifestyle, on the other side of the desert, I still was just a hungry dog. Like, I knew that I wanted more, and I knew I didn't want that anymore. But I was so aggressive and so tenacious and so assertive, and so just deep down in survival, in fear,
Yes.
fear of going back there, fear of being alone, fear of not knowing where I'm going, fear of how's this going to work, stuck in here. That's what it is, Valerie. Thank you for helping me find this realization. I was here. How am
Yeah.
I going to make this work? I got to show them I can do this. Screw those who said I couldn't do it. I'm going to do it. And I think there finally came a point not too long ago, just a couple, maybe 3 years ago, where it went from here to here. And it's like, you know what, Cami, you got this. You got this. You don't have to fight. You don't have to prove anything. I have goosebumps. I wish you could see
Yes.
all down my arms right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful signal that that's exactly what I needed to say.
And thank
That
you
I,
for sharing so candidly.
mm. So that's what happened. I finally got to a place where because I did a lot of spiritual work. I did a lot of, I went to Sedona for 31 days, and
Wow.
I did massages and healing work and all kinds of things, and we did some past life regression and all that fun stuff. And I got to a place where I was like, you know what? I've always been proving myself from before I was given birth to, when I knew that I was adopted. So when I was in my mother's womb, I knew, even before I was born, that I was being given away, that I wasn't
Wow.
good enough, that even though I couldn't prove it to her or to anyone, I would, please keep me. I'm worth it. Keep me around. I'll prove myself, right? And I couldn't do that as an infant, and so moving through life, I've always been proving myself. If I do just a little bit more, they'll keep me around. If I do just a little bit more, they'll hire me. If I do just a little bit more, I'll prove that I'm better than any man. And
Major,
that
major goosebumps, Cami.
And that is where I was when I was the hungry, rabid dog. I got a lot done, made a lot of money, but I also stepped on a lot of toes and burnt a lot of bridges. And today, I don't feel like I have to prove myself anymore. I know who I am. I
Wow.
feel good in my own skin. And you know what? Whether I'm making a lot of money or a little money, I'm making a difference. I am making a
Wow.
difference. And that has been the shift for me.
So beautiful, so profound, Cami. Thank you so much for sharing.